A mantis shrimp punches so fast it creates light underwater. Not heat, not pressure, light. If humans had that ability, you would not see the danger. You would feel it after it already happened. Level 1 begins now. Level 1 is basic mantis shrimp speed scaled to humans. Your punch moves faster than anything you have ever seen, faster than your eyes can track, faster than your brain can process. At this level, hitting something feels instant. There is no wind-up, no warning, just impact. Objects break before you realize you touched them. Glass shatters without visible motion. Small objects explode from a simple tap. At first, it feels like teleportation, like your hand is appearing somewhere else instantly. But this is just speed. And speed always creates force, which leads to level 2. Level 2 is force created by extreme speed. Now your punches do not just hit, they generate shockwaves. Air compresses in front of your hand. Pressure builds instantly. When your fist connects, the force multiplies. Objects do not just break, they burst apart. Walls crack from the air pressure alone. You do not even need direct contact anymore. Now imagine this happening in a normal environment. Every movement becomes dangerous. Even a small action carries destructive force. But this is still visible. You can still understand what is happening. Level 3 removes that completely. Level 3 is invisible damage. Your movements happen faster than perception. People cannot see your actions clearly. They only see the result. Something breaks, something moves, something collapses, but they never see how it happened. At this level, cause and effect disconnect. You act, but others only see consequences. And that creates fear, because nothing makes sense anymore. But the real danger is not fear, it is energy. Level 4 is energy release. Now your speed generates extreme heat. Air friction begins to matter. Every fast movement heats the surrounding air. Repeated actions increase temperature rapidly. You punch, the air flashes. You move, heat trails follow your motion. At this level, your actions start affecting the environment, not just through force, but through energy. And energy spreads, which leads to level 5. Level 5 is chain reactions. Now your actions trigger secondary effects. You strike something, shockwaves move outward, pressure shifts nearby objects, heat affects surrounding materials. One action becomes multiple consequences. You punch a wall, the wall breaks, the air pushes debris outward, nearby objects fall, more damage spreads. Everything connects, everything reacts, and now control becomes impossible again, because your actions do more than you intend. They multiply. But level 6 takes this even further. Level 6 is environmental instability. Now your presence alone affects the space around you. Air pressure changes with movement. Temperature fluctuates with speed. Objects respond before you even touch them. You move quickly, and the environment reacts instantly. This is no longer interaction. This is disruption. You exist, and the world adjusts around you. But the final level removes the last boundary. Level 7 is maximum mantis shrimp output. This is where speed, force, and energy combine. Your movements create explosive effects. Your punches generate shockwaves strong enough to travel. Your actions produce light flashes from energy release. At this level, every motion becomes an event. You are no longer just fast. You are generating reactions, physical reactions, energy reactions, environmental reactions. Everything you do affects everything around you. The world cannot stay stable near you. Structures fail. Air moves violently. Heat builds rapidly. And the terrifying part is this. You cannot turn it off, because this is not a skill. It is what you are now. And this all comes from one creature, the mantis shrimp. But this is still not the final step in this series, because what comes next is not just power. It is survival. It is endurance. It is something that cannot be destroyed. Mantis shrimp power was overwhelming, but the next level changes what it means to be human. And what happens at level 7 there makes this look temporary.